Okay, I don't know what's going on right now, so I'm gonna try and do this to see if it works. Oh shoot, we're losing. Oh, there's no way we're gonna win this anymore. I just joined a really bad game, which sucks. So I'm gonna take this time to see if I can get everything working, because for some reason my thing won't show up. Uh, the live stream just won't show up, and I don't really know why. Um, so let me see if I could get it to pop up somehow. I'm hoping it's just gonna like pop up, but I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, because it's not popping up for some reason, like on my phone, which is like strange because usually it does. Maybe if I like restart the app, maybe that would work. I don't know. It might not, but who knows? It's probably just best if I just let the time run out. I mean, honestly, like Eldar, just like I don't know. Because this is really strange. Like I wish I could find some way to get my video to pop up, but I can't. Not my video, but like the live stream to pop up on my phone. That way I could go ahead and read like comments and stuff like that, but I can't for some reason seem to get it up. Well, I'm sure if I look for it, so hold on. Eldar is so silly. Yeah, I can't pop it up. Like, I'm honestly just getting a bunch of stuff that I really don't care about right now, and it's a little bit annoying. Let's see. Because I can't, like, this might sound silly, but I can't remember how I did this before. Because, like, before, I would just, like, go on YouTube, and it would, like, be there. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, we're doing this. And now it's, like, for some reason, it's just not even popping up. So, oh, we got a queue again. Hopefully we don't play against Eldar, because Eldar aren't fun to play. I've talked about this before in the past, in some of my other live streams, and I'm sorry I haven't done any live streams in a while. That's just because of school and stuff, honestly. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Finally, it's now it's popping up. So now I can see what's going on. Um, okay, there we go. Okay, so it seems like we're playing Eldar again. I don't know. Like, I just don't like playing against Eldar because they're not fun to play against, honestly. Like, they're really not. Like, you can't do like Corn Berserker stuff against Eldar. Um, you really can't. They're just not, like, in my opinion, they're just not enjoyable to play against. I mean, I don't know what you guys think or feel about them, but I just don't find them fun to play against. I feel like it's more of a job having to play against them than it is like actually, oh yeah, let's go in and have some fun. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's probably not the way the game should be played, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know, and I mean, we could talk about like all day about like what makes the Eldar like not fun to play, but I just feel like everything about them just it's not really enjoyable, and I feel like it's not conducive to a fun gameplay experience playing against the Eldar. It's really not, like, especially when you join games like this and it's like it's already over pretty much. Like, this game's already over, you know, and we basically like have to go. Like, what's the point in playing things like this? You know what I mean? Like, it's just putting you in games when you're playing against Eldar, but like no one plays against Eldar because they're just not fun to play against. Um, because it's like it's really not, they're just not fun and I think like part of it is that there's this general conception, right, that the Eldar are just like really overpowered and so no one wants to play against them, and whenever people play against them it's kind of like, oh, you play with like a sort of lost cause mentality, because it's just like you're already going in there losing the mental battle, if that makes any sense, which is never good, right? Um, it really isn't, but I mean that's just kind of the way things are um, against the Eldar. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's just a lot of little things that don't make Eldar fun to play against. One of them being just the fact that Eldar are just like, it just feels like they're so cheesy sometimes, you know, like with the way they do things. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've been trying to catch this guy, but this guy keeps running around all the time. Oh, I'm dead anyway, so. Yeah, there you go. I tried downing the guy. I feel like normally, like under normal circumstances, that probably would have downed the dude, but I don't know. They want us to win to see. I mean, like we can't really win right now. Like look at how many people quit. You know, it's just like it's not cool. I might just make an Eldar character right now, and just play as Eldar for a little bit. Like you see, like this is stupid. Like right here, like why? Like how is this even fair? You know what I mean? To the point where they could just like stun the like vehicle. I just don't. It's just not fair. You know? Like it's really not. Like someone tell me, like how is that fair that they get to stop the vehicle like that? Like I mean, cuz I know Space Marines, right? Space Marines, they have the thing with the what's it called? Um they have the grav cannons and stuff, right? And it's like okay, like that's annoying, right? But at least you could still move. With this, it's like no, like you can't, you know. And then they have like these like fire dragons and stuff that are just like, oh, I don't know, just everything about Eldar are just so annoying. Like it's like they're designed to be annoying, not fun to play against, at least. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully we don't get into another game like that. But I don't know. It's just sort of like it's one of those things where it's like you feel rather helpless. I might just stop honestly, cause um. So yeah, I don't know. Or I might just queue against LSM, cause that's way better than queuing against Eldar. Honestly, like it is, cause no one wants to play against Eldar. Eldar are so, they're just so like, I don't know. It's really hard. Like it's really hard. I feel like to play against Eldar sometimes and not complain, because you just want to complain all the time. Cause like grav cannons, you could deal with, right? Because they're not inherently like just stopping you. You know, they're just like slowing your pace, and then eventually you just get out of it, right? Because the range that you drive, like you end up driving, and then you get out of the range, and like that's fine and everything. Like, but no one wants to do this. Like, okay, so it's an assault station. So if we're defending, then it might be okay, because it won't make it feel as bad. But if we're attacking, it's just gonna feel like really bad. Oh, we're attacking. Okay, never mind. It's gonna feel pretty bad anyway. Um, but yeah, it's not fun. Like this, I bet you 10 out of 10. I bet you this game is probably like already halfway gone too, like which is gonna be awful. Um, and yeah, that sucks. They came out with a new update. On a more positive note, perhaps they came out with a new update in this game, which I don't know. I mean, it's sort of strange, because it's like, so they came out with a new map, which is like cool, I guess. I mean, I played it a little bit, but it's not too terribly great, I don't think. Um, so it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's okay. Like if you're defending, it's kind of cool. But if you're attacking, like I wouldn't want to attack on that map, and I haven't. But I played it a little bit yesterday. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The good thing about this is that we're playing, and now if the Eldar wants to stun our vehicles, it's like they could stun them, but it's like we're just gonna be parking them right in front of their base anyway. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know what they did, because I've never seen, like, it's only been fairly recently actually that I've actually seen the Eldar use the whole like stun thing that they use, which is like rather amazing. I know I probably shouldn't. Oh wow, I died like super fast. Okay, that was a cannon. Wait, what? How do we lose the... Oh my gosh. That quickly though. Like, that's insane. Because I was like looking, like I checked, because like I couldn't spawn in the vehicle, so then I went to check to see if like I had gotten like kicked out of the squad or something, and then it's like, nah, I didn't get kicked out of the squad, it's just the vehicle got destroyed that quick. And I'm like, dude, like I only got out of that vehicle for like 2 seconds, man. Unless that's the vehicle right there, which it might be. No, no, that's it destroyed. Yeah, how did it get destroyed that quickly? Like, what was it? Yeah, it's just strange. That's really, really strange. I don't know what that was. But yeah, let me see if I could get up here. This is the biggest challenge. Oh no, I can't. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we could like actually see an Eldar and like shoot at them without dying. Here's some. Oh gosh. And like the lag, I feel like the lag's pretty intense right now too, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know what it is, but I feel like the lag's just like super, super, super bad. I don't really know why. What's that? I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm just trying to survive because I don't see any Eldar, like, ever. They just like move around like really quick. So it's hard to identify one and then shoot one. Like, I don't know how I died right there. Maybe I need to I might increase my bitrate for, I don't know. I think I like killed a teammate there, but that's okay. Yeah, I probably did. I mean, I don't know. He kind of jumped in front of me, honestly. All these raptors and stuff. There's so much going on. Like, I can't even... options. Settings. Video. Everything's at really, like, low settings. That way I could, like, make sure I'm streaming, like, well enough. But, playing against Eldar, you almost sort of have to kill your teammates. Oh my gosh. Because it's like you really don't get another trick, because it's like they're so fast that your teammates are like, they end up in front of you. So oh my gosh. Yeah, this tank's lost. Because it's like we can't move it. So I'm just going to take this one. Oh man. This isn't even my squads. This is just a random rhino that I saw. Because like the other one was just like, it was like in a really bad position. Like it got parked like in this weird way. And I don't know if it got like that because someone pushed it over or what. But yeah, it was just really strange. So I just was like, nah, screw it. Hopefully I can pull another rhino, because that rhino's like, it's done. Like, I don't know what happened, but I guess someone just like parked it and then like effed it up. Yeah. So we'll see. Oh great, someone spawned a freaking rhino. Yeah, I don't know. This game's really bad, like honestly. Like just go this way? Yeah. I don't know. This game's super bad. I see why no one plays it anymore. Like I feel like sometimes like the population's like below 100. Okay, dude, asshole, like don't be stupid. There's a freaking scorpion or something like right there. Look at how bad this is. I don't know what this lag is. I really have no idea what this lag is because I'm getting so much of it right now. Nah, I guess it's okay. That's fine. But yeah, I'm getting so much lag and I have no idea what it's coming from because like I played this before. Maybe it's because I'm streaming, but I don't think it is because like I've been able to stream before and I don't usually get this much lag. Okay, there's another fire dragon or whatever. They're all trying to kill us. But they added they put in what's it called? Like challenges in this game. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys see that? What was that? Oh my goodness. Did you guys not what? Oh my goodness. It was like I'm not even kidding. Like it legitimately like flew right to me. Like I moved out of the way, right? Because it's like okay, it's not gonna hit me. But then I swear, like it curved. Like you know, like when you have like a soccer ball, right? And you kick it, and then it like bends into the net. Like that's exactly what just happened right there. Like it just bent to me. Like I swear, like I legitimately like want to call hacks right now, because that's just stupid. Like that's literally like the stupidest thing, like ever. I'm not even kidding. One of, like I saw that. Like oh my goodness. That's so stupid. Like I'm sorry, like that's just like ridiculous. Like that's like stupidly ridiculous. Like how is that even fair? You know? Like I'm serious. Like how is that even fair? How? You know? Like oh my gosh. like I don't even know, because it literally looked like he shot at me and then it bent to hit me. Because I don't know, is that like a thing that Eldar have? Because if that's like a thing, then that's like stupid. Like, I'm sorry, like that's just ridiculously stupid. Because like how is that like, how is this stuff supposed to be fair? Like, I know I didn't like move out of the way entirely, right? Sure, but like you guys, like if anyone who was on stream saw that, like you guys saw that, like. Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna next time, like I'm just gonna queue against like LSM, because LSM are more fun to fight. Like, this isn't fun. Who thinks this is fun? Who thinks it's fun to fight against Eldar? Like, seriously, because it's not fun to fight against Eldar. It's so bad. It's so unenjoyable. Because you're like forced to play a certain way. Because you can't play melee against Eldar. Like people are freaking playing like Raptors and stuff. Like, I don't know why. I think it's ridiculous. Like, it's the worst tactic ever. Because you're literally like no. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and queue up against Space Marines, because Eldar are not, they're not fun to play against. So let's see. No one plays orcs. So we'll queue up and then we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try changing my bitrate a little bit real quick to see if it improves things. I don't know. We'll see. It says it has a healthy stream though, so um okay, yeah, I don't know. But at least we're playing against Space Marines now, so hopefully things are a little bit more enjoyable. They shouldn't be too bad. I'm probably gonna stop playing here in a little bit, just because playing against Eldar just really made me like really salty right now. I'm just kind of like, it's just it, like, if you want a good way to like ruin your morning, play this game and then play against Eldar, and it will just completely like destroy your morning. Like, you won't have fun at all. Because we can, and we don't have to play like a certain way. We could just play the way we want to play, because we can have fun and it will still be viable, and it won't be like completely unviable. I don't know what this guy's saying. He's speaking like Russian or Ukrainian. I don't know. Comlet squads. Follow me. I have a plan. So yeah, C. So we'll see. Did I not get into the? What happened? Who has the vehicle? Oh my gosh, the guy spawned the vehicle like all the way over there. Okay, well, I guess we're going B then. Like, is this running a little bit better now? I don't know. I didn't change anything. I'm not gonna lie, because I saw my bitrate. It was like at 5,000, which is pretty high. So I don't know what the consequences would necessarily be if I increase the bitrate anymore, or not. I guess that guy's just gonna be there like squatting and waiting for dudes to come up, but we'll be a little bit more proactive. Oh no, never mind, he's down there too. So be a little bit more proactive. Start at the cap. That guy's gonna head back down there, up towards the top. I would go help him, but I think there's just no way to really try and lend assistance to his cause. C, idiots, but no one's at C. Yes, no one is at C. Did I even hit one? No. It's like, well, we would have been at C if the guy would have like taken the vehicle towards C. I mean, not towards C, towards, like, if he would have just spawned with us, but I don't know. It's just poor communication, I guess. So we weren't able to get with him. Cause yeah, I mean, he just took, like, I think they should just do that. Like, they should just choose like randomly, like, just one dude to like take it, and then have everyone else who like clicks on it just like spawn inside of it. I think that would make it easier, because then, like, no one's even capping. This guy's like, oh, go to C, and like no one's even capping. Why aren't you capping? Cap. Gotta start the caps. But no, I mean, it just feels like so much more fair. Like it feels like you have a chance against Space Marines. You know what I mean? And then when you play against Eldar, it's like you just don't feel like you have a chance at all. Like, that's how unfair it feels like. It just, like, it's the whole mentality of it. It just doesn't feel like you have a fair shot against playing Eldar. You know? And I don't know. I mean, that's just the way things are. And I don't, like, I'm not trying to like bash Eldar and be like, oh yeah, like nerf Eldar and shit. Like, I want them to, because I just feel like they're not fun to play against. But like, also I could just not play against them. You know what I mean? And like, I'm happy to do that. Like, I just won't play against Eldar. We just like massacred that dude. Oh, and we couldn't save our teammate, but yeah, just Eldar just isn't fun to play against. And I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like quite a few others who think that as well. Let's execute this dude. Because I want to, okay, like, I know the challenges, right? So in this game they have challenges now, which are kind of cool. But so they have challenges, and you get requisition points for completing the challenges. But the challenges, like, they're fairly straightforward, you know what I mean? And so one of mine is like, oh, get, you know, so and so number of executions and stuff, basically. Oh, my dude, my teammate got downed in front of me, and then I ended up, whoa. Okay, where am I? Okay. I was like, because I wanted to go A, because I saw there was like some dude over at A, so I wanted to go A to prevent him from like taking A. You see, like, I think there's like one dude right there, but for some reason they're not taking A, which doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he couldn't take A because he's not the proper class. I'm not completely 100% sure. But yeah, I was just a little bit concerned about that. And then we're going to go and try and kill this dude over here, this yellow dude. I'm pretty sure this was the dude that was at A. Trying to, oh, but he looks like he's done. No, he does. Oh my gosh, I got downed in 2 hits. Oh, they're taking C now. But yeah. We're taking C. We should take A. I mean, we should be able to take B, and then we'll just be able to get everything else. But yeah, I mean, like, the difference is, it's so different. Like, the difference is just so great. Like, playing LSM versus CSM compared to, like, CSM versus Eldar. You know what I mean? It's just, this feels so much, this is just so much more fun. Because it feels so much more fair. Right? Like, that's the reason why. And I'm not saying that because it's like we're winning and we're like winning well. I'm just saying that because when you play against Eldar, like we could win against Eldar, right? Like if we really wanted to and tried, we could probably win against Eldar. It just Eldar just make life so much more difficult and so much more unenjoyable. You know, you just don't want to play against them. Oh whoa. They're taking 2 points right now? Goodness gracious, guys. Defend. Shoot, we have like all points. Just like pick 2 points and defend. I don't know how they were taking B so quickly. Because we were like, I feel like we probably should have had, like, everyone should have been at B because that's where everyone was at. So I mean, we could lose A. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just need to defend 2 points. Like if we could get A back, that'd be dope. But like if we can't, then we can't, you know? It's like whatever. It's not, I don't think it's like necessarily necessary. Oh, whoa. You see, they're heading here, right? And they're gonna try, oh, we interrupted A. Oh, I'm already dead. Once I got hit once in the back like that, then that was it. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Defend B, defend B, defend B. Yeah, I mean, they could take C. I mean, like, I probably expect them to take C. I was waiting for those guys to, like, actually start, because I saw them on the map, and I was like, when are you guys gonna, like, actually try and, like, jump down there and kill the dude? But they didn't. And, well, they did eventually. So that's good. So, if you're on the chat, if there's anyone on the chat and they want to say anything, just have a conversation about something, go ahead, say anything. We could have a conversation. We could talk about U.S. soccer, if you wanted to. We could talk about anything, really. So, just, yeah, I mean, just leave it up for conversation. You know, basically just have like an open discussion about whatever. Warhammer, 40k, Star Wars. They recently announced a new Star Wars trilogy, so, which is kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling that we're probably gonna get burnt out on Star Wars if I'm being completely honest, which, I mean, is a bad thing. I mean, I would love to say, oh yeah, it's like amazing that we get so many Star Wars films, and in a way it is. I mean, you know, Star Wars is awesome. I love it. So, but at the same time, I hate it when you get sorcerers like this, where it's like, oh yeah, like you see that I have like the mark of corn on. Oh shoot. Oh, that didn't kill me good. Let's see if we can complete. Oh no, this guy's reading us. How'd this guy get downed? We have a lot of people here at C trying to take C, so I'm gonna try capping it. And I think we'll probably have enough to take it unless this guy stops me. Which he did, but okay, he didn't. Okay, he killed me, but he didn't stop me, if that makes any sense. Because there's a difference. I'm gonna go to B and defend B. But where's everyone on the team? Because I feel like, okay, because we're 4 guys out of a 15-man team. So, I mean, pretty much there's like a whole 2/3 of the team that is like at somewhere else. Roughly, give or take. Guys, come on. Do something. I mean, we could probably win if we just defend. So, but our team really needs to get on the ball, because I feel like the enemy team is probably just gonna like rush over here. Because I have no idea where the team's at, because the team's not at B. I know that. I'm like literally the only one here. And then there's no one, I don't know. I feel like if there were people at A, we'd probably be capping that by now. Because someone would at least make the effort to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, like, we have so many teammates here. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can get this. Completely missed. Oh my gosh, again. Guys, because I don't know why these guys can't take and defend points. Like it honestly shouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean? It really shouldn't be, but they're making it really hard. You know what I mean? They're making it really, really, really hard because no one's at anywhere. You know? Like, you gotta have all these people that are trying to take this point, and it's like they can't take it for crap, and it takes them so long to like actually begin the process of trying to take a point. And it's like, it's taking you way longer than what it should. Okay, well, we took A. I'm gonna defend A because no one's playing defense on our team. Like, for our team, literally no one's playing defense. Everyone's just like zerging from point A to point B, and then we're losing. That's how we're losing all of our points. Okay, we defended. Okay. I'm gonna get killed like right now. Like in 2 seconds, I'm gonna get killed. See, like, everyone just rushed to point B, and we're losing point A now. Not that I like, it's not a big deal if we lose point A. Like, it's really not, because we could just defend point B. Like, actually, I prefer that right now than losing like all of the points that we've been working to. You see, it's like, oh, let's now I'll go defend, you know, like 1 point and stuff, and it's like, yeah, because I mean, like, they'd be taking this point right now if it weren't for me downing that dude. So, but I think we should be fine though. I think we should be fine. Yeah. I mean, it should be GG by now if we could hold these 2 points. But yeah, like, our team, like, it's kind of strange because you don't really get this much kind of like like, we're not, I feel like Chaos isn't as disorganized as this most of the time. Like, today I feel like we're really disorganized right now. We're just not doing anything, we're not communicating, we're not doing much of anything. Well, I got shot really by something like really hard. It's probably a teammate that shot me. That's okay. I'm not gonna try and fight against that dude with the storm shield. Forget that. Like, well, here's an elite with a storm shield. I'm down for this fight. Oh shoot. Okay, he got messed up real bad. And I'm fine with that. You know, he's a pathetic space marine. You know what I mean? Space marines are pathetic. All of them are. All of them are. There's not a single one that's like, oh yeah, like, you're like deserving of my respect, because they're space marines. I used to be really into like Warhammer lore and everything, and then it's like, kind of not so much anymore. Not so much anymore, just because it's harder for me to go and paint and stuff, and it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. Cody, what's your? Oh, sorry. I was reading a text. That was really weird. It's like it's really early right now in the morning, so I feel like I shouldn't be getting any text. Okay, good. It's like 7:30. It's good. I would be kind of like, I'd be a little bit scared if it were a little bit later on in the day, like at 8 o'clock. I'd be like, oh wow. But it's not, so that's good. But yeah, you guys tell me like what do you guys want to talk about? Like we can talk about a lot of stuff right now. I mean, we can talk about the direction of this game, you know, where it's going and stuff. I have 30 minutes to get, gosh, I don't know, how many executions is that? Like, I think that's maybe 2 more executions, maybe. But yeah, I just want to get it because I feel like executions are my thing. So, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. We could talk about the direction this game's going. They have a Steam Workshop thing down here too. I don't know if you guys notice people who play this game, but they do. So that's kind of cool. So it's sort of like, oh yeah, you know, if you want to buy Steam stuff, then you could just like not buy. No, oh that's right. We don't want to play against Eldar. No way, we want to play against Eldar. Like not, because Eldar just aren't fun to play against, and it's like they're like a lot of times I feel like they're just assholes too. Like they're just straight up. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't say that, but I feel like when they beat you, they kind of like rub it in their in your face. It's like they kind of know that they're really overpowered, and it's like they know they're really annoying to play against, and they just like rub it in your face. You know what I mean? And like when you play Space Marines, right? Space Marines are fun to play against, because you play against Space Marines and you lose, but it's like, oh yeah, like you lose and stuff, and then they do this kind of like, you know, for the Emperor kind of thing, like, oh yeah, but then it's like Eldar just kind of like taunt you and stuff. They don't even say anything, you know, like, I don't know, they just don't. They're just not as fun, you know. So it's sort of strange, I guess, if that makes any sense. But it is what it is. They had an update and everything in this game now, so apparently you could upload stuff into the Steam Workshop. But I've been trying to look, and I can't figure out a way to access the Steam Workshop, so I don't know what's being uploaded or not. Because usually it's just kind of like, oh yeah, you know, you could get into the Steam Workshop and stuff if you want to, but it's 45 people playing against Eldar. We're not going to play against Eldar. We're not going to do it. Okay, maybe we might. Maybe we might. Maybe we might. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like you just don't want to play against Eldar because they feel very overpowered, and sometimes it's like they know that they're overpowered, and so they just taunt you about it. And you're like, well, shoot, like what are you going to do? Like, look at how badly Space Marines are getting like screwed over against it. Look at how bad this is. They're like all the way over here. Look at how much Eldar have been winning. Like Eldar have been winning everything. Maybe I think it might be because you have a lot of players that usually play on some of the other factions switching over to play Eldar. That might be it. You know? It might be. So that might be something I do. I might just go ahead and make an Eldar character. But I don't know, I feel like that'd be me just like stooping down to like a really, really low level. Because yeah, it's just not fun. Look at how many people are like leaving the queue. Like, does anyone really want to play Eldar? I'm not sure. I was playing PlanetSide 2 a lot, and I really wish I could stream PlanetSide 2. And I might actually go back and try streaming PlanetSide 2, maybe a little bit later, because I went through and I saw some of my streams about on PlanetSide 2, and a lot of times it's very laggy. You know what I mean? And so I wanna figure out how to fix that. Now my bitrate, I tried increasing my bitrate, I believe, or it might have been after I fixed my bitrate, but it just wasn't working. I just wasn't able to stream PlanetSide 2 in a good way, which is really unfortunate because PlanetSide 2 is one of my favorite games. I really enjoy playing it, and I really wish you guys could maybe I don't want to use the word watch me play, but you know, I just wish you guys could. I wish I could stream it, but I can't, unfortunately. So, but I might try it again. I know video works, video's fine, but streaming's just it's its own entire beast. So I have to I have to sort of be careful with that and really try and figure out some good way to stream PlanetSide 2 if I want to continue doing PlanetSide 2. I also tried streaming Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, not the Old Republic video game MMO, but Knights of the Old Republic, and it just wasn't working for me either. And so and I looked that up, and apparently that one like actually has some issues with streaming, so like some people have issues with that. So I just kind of dropped it off because I'm like, I'm not really too invested into it. Like I might be, and I think it'd be cool to do like a single player game, but it's not something that I've really gotten around to doing. Maybe over the winter or some point in time where I have a little bit more free time, it might be something I do. But for right now, it's just not something that I'll do right away. And I think a lot of that has to do with just again time, schoolwork, work. I just I mean having the time to go through and finding a solution for the problem. Which probably wouldn't be that bad. I mean, if I really sit down and commit to it, it probably wouldn't be that bad trying to find a solution for it. But then, apart from that, you also have just school work and stuff, so I'd only be able to do it very sporadically. But it is a fun game, though. It is a fun game, so it's something I highly recommend. Other games, ideas, maybe some Left 4 Dead 2, maybe MMOs. I'm always open for MMOs. I'm a huge MMO player when I can. I love playing MMOs. They're so much fun to play. So much fun to play. So, we'll see. Okay, you know what? We'll suffer through it. We're gonna get queued against Eldar. I hope we don't, but we probably will be. And probably just gonna lose again, which is gonna suck. But I mean, at least we're faring a little bit better off than Space Marines. You see, we're playing against Eldar, so I think we're defending this one though. So it's probably gonna be a little bit better. We're not gonna feel as like I feel like we're not gonna feel as though we're effed up. We're gonna be effed up as much, right? Because when you play against Eldar and you're attacking, it's just awful. It's awful. It makes you feel worse, if anything. But we'll see. If any of you guys in chat play Warhammer 40k and you guys play Eldar or you guys play against Eldar, let me know what you think. Do you guys enjoy playing against Eldar? Do you guys find Eldar like an enjoyable opponent? Let me know. Do you guys think Eldar are overpowered? Do you think they're balanced? I don't know. Just don't know. But yeah, I'll probably just create an Eldar character. I mean, everyone else is, so why not? I was watching a what's it called? Like a podcast, I guess, of these guys were talking about U.S. soccer, and they were just basically like, oh yeah, U.S. soccer and presidency. Anyway, it was basically it was an interview with Eric Wynalda, and Eric Wynalda was basically talking about how like you can't have like one uniform system and tell everyone to play one certain way, and I completely disagree with what he said. I really do. I don't know if you guys, I've posted like 1 or 2 videos on this channel already about soccer. I'm a huge soccer fan, and I'm not a U.S. soccer fan, by the way. I won't say what affiliation to what club, if any club. Let's see, am I running okay? Am I running this game okay? I seem to be running this game okay. Let's see. Hopefully this could be a little bit. This will go a little bit better than what some of the previous games against Eldar have gone. They're going to control point C, so I gotta go to C. But Eric Wynalda was basically talking about how, oh yeah, it shouldn't be the job of the Federation to basically like dictate how everyone should play, and you shouldn't have like a national system of playing and whatnot. Okay, I killed one Eldar without like getting effed up too bad. I'm happy about that. Got another one. Let's try decapping. No, of course it wasn't gonna work. But it's good news is though is that my game is running a little bit smoother, which is nice. So hopefully that won't mean this will mean it's gonna be a little bit more enjoyable, just a little bit more enjoyable. But we'll see. They have a chaos campaign going on too, right now as well. So if you play chaos and you want to have a campaign, there you go. But yeah, I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. But yeah, Eric Manetto is basically talking about how like, oh yeah, you can't have like a guy from Pennsylvania playing the same way the guy from Florida does, because then it's like it strips out all the individuality. And it's like, you know, you're right, like he's right, you know, I can't deny that. But also at the same time, I think you need to have that individual like way of playing first. Not individual way of playing. You need to have a sort of unified idea about how you want to play the game, right? And then if you want to, you could go ahead and move on and start having more individual, like regionalized ways of playing. Because I think what you want to do is you want to build basically a foundation of consistency. And I think making sure that everyone is on the same page in terms of how you should play the sport is the best way of doing that and ensuring that consistency. And I mean, I really think it is, because then it's like the problem is that if you have this regional idea and say, okay, you know, why should we make everyone in Florida play the same way as everyone from Pennsylvania, then it's like, how are you supposed to get this like national team, like the coming together of a national team, right? Like, how are you supposed to take all those players with all these different ideas who have been playing their entire lives playing like one certain way, right? How are you supposed to get them to essentially like come together and form a unified team? I'm not saying it's impossible, because it's not impossible. Like, you could do it. I'm just saying that that job is made exponentially more difficult when you don't have everyone on the same page from the very get-go. Like, you need to have everyone and say, hey, look, guys, this is the way we're gonna play, right? And we're gonna like come up with a 5, 6, 10-year plan or something like Germany did, right? Like, this isn't exactly like Germany. I'm just saying 10-year plan because it's just easier to say 10-year plan. But it's like, okay, let's come up with a 10-year plan of how we want people in our country to play the sport, right? And then we get people in our country to play the sport in a certain way. Well, some auto right there. Then we get people in our country to play the sport in a certain way, and then we could go off from that and then start playing differently, right? Once we get a good foundation of how we should be playing, right? Gosh, these Eldar are like, you know the martyrdom perk? What? You didn't even shoot me. How'd you kill me? You were stunned. That's not cool. I really have no idea what these guys are saying in Russian. But yeah, so then you have a unified way of playing, and then from there you could go on and say, okay, you know, 16 years later, right, or 10 years, 10, 11 years later, right, then we could go ahead and start having conversations about regionalized play and how specific regions should be playing the sport, right? That's when you could have that conversation, right? But you need to have that fundamental foundation first and say, okay, hey, look, this is our goal to reach the round of 16 every single year, right? Which, by the way, the United States hasn't been doing, right? Every 4 years, because, you know, the World Cups and stuff, right? And say, okay, hey, look, the United States, like, let's reach the round of 16, right? And then let's use that as our benchmarker for how we should be playing, right? And then reach the round of 16 and then go from there and say, okay, next, you know, the quarterfinals, right? Like, kind of like Mexico does, right? I mean, Mexico, I'm a Mexico fan, boom, there I said it, right? But Mexico, it's like, okay, Mexico has this obsession of the 5th game, right? And I call it an obsession because it's like Mexico, for my entire life, all I've known Mexico as is getting to the round of 16, and that's it, right? which is sad. Which I mean, for me, is in many ways a little bit sad. It's a little bit disappointing, because as a Mexico fan, you know, we want to get further than that. And it sort of feels like we have this. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but then. You're not gonna kill me, punk. But yeah, it's just. So hard. I don't know why I played this weekend. I shouldn't be playing this weekend. I should be playing something else. But you could go ahead and have the regional models later on. You know, you don't have to have that conversation right now. Like, first get a good benchmark. Get a good system down, right? And then move on, right? Like later on. How did that guy take so much damage? That guy, did you guys see how much damage? I don't think I might have done that to him. I'm not 100% completely sure. But that guy took a lot of damage right now in that very short amount of time. So, it looks like we're going to head towards B. Oh, we're taking B. And then you can have that conversation about how you want to play. It's like, I know it sounds like we're going to be building robots, but it's like, you know, we need to, you have to have a system. You have to have a way of playing. No way. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Like, it really is. Like, the lag is real, dude. I'm probably not going to get this thing in time, which is okay. I mean, I don't really care too much if I do or don't. It's like Eldar have so many grenades, dude. No, I'm not good. I thought I would be, but I just wasn't seeing anyone. No one was appearing. That guy got messed up real bad. So, but yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. That's what I think about that. Because then you could just take people and say, okay, hey, look, you know, this person isn't performing, you know, to a high standard, and just say, okay, well, let's drop you from the side. Let's take someone else, have them perform at, you know, let's see if they perform at a better standard, and then, you know, let them have creativity. Like, because you could let people have creativity. You don't have to stifle that creativity. You don't have to stifle, you know, their playing style, right, to fit a system. But they could have creativity within that system. And if they could manage that, then, like, all the better. Right? So, at least that's my opinion. Because I think, like, you go down and look at a lot of club sides, like, mini club sides, right? And mini club sides, like, they have a system where it's like, okay, this is our club and this is the way we're going to be playing, right? And they play that specific way, and they make sure that everyone from, like, the senior team all the way down to, like, the youngest youth levels, right, plays and understands that system. That way, when the club needs someone from the reserves, they could just say, okay, hey, look, we need you. Bring that person in, and then that person could just be slotted in, and it's kind of like a cog in a machine, and that's exactly what it is. And I know that, again, I know that sounds bad, but I think for the moment, right, for the time being, if you want to guarantee success and you want to make sure that the United States qualifies for the World Cup next like cycle, right, then you do that, right? And if not, then you don't, right? And I mean, like, I'm not saying that's going to guarantee the United States success, but I think what it's going to do is it's ultimately going to build a foundation of consistency, and it's going to build a way of, like, okay, hey, look, this is how the US plays, and then let's you know, play at that level, and then work on other aspects of our game from there. But at least there's a system we know that is going to work, we know that is going to succeed, and that we could rely upon to help us get to where we want to get to, right? Maybe that works, you know. And again, that's my opinion. Okay, this is How'd the decap go? Don't shoot me, please. I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not dead. Or I thought I was dead. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna die. But yeah, so I think that's what the United States should do. I don't think the United States should be like, oh yeah. And also I think like it's totally not the it's the responsibility of the clubs, and it's the responsibility of US soccer to go ahead and develop youth talent. It is. And I know that like I know people like kind of like argue this and stuff and say stuff like, oh yeah, like nah, like it's the responsibility of like this guy got shot by plasma. Where's this plasma coming from? Where is it coming from? It's just hitting right there. Is this more like outer like nonsense stuff? I want to get up there just so I could kill this guy. I don't think he even sees me. Oh my gosh, he's like in his thing. He's in his spawn. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't. So that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But if you guys are Star Wars fans, what do you, tell me, what do you guys think about the new Star Wars trilogy that's been recently announced? I tried using my teammate as a meat shield there for a little bit, but yeah, tell me what you guys think about the new Star Wars trilogy that they've announced. Do you guys think it's good, or you guys think is it bad, or I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, I'll say this. I feel like it's kind of strange to begin something and be like, oh yeah, I'll say this, and that's your transition, or that's your beginning to a next topic. But I think that it's kind of good. I mean, I touched upon it a little bit earlier in the stream, but I think that it's probably going to be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how The Last Jedi is. Honestly, I mean, I don't think I could really make a fair assessment about, oh, I think that this like Star Wars movie is gonna be like this good or whatever, right? Or the new Star Wars trilogy is a good thing or a bad thing until I see The Last Jedi. And once I see The Last Jedi, then I'll be able to say, oh yeah, like this is a good thing. I think that guy threw like 3 grenades. I don't know how many grenades he has, but he just threw a crap ton of grenades at me. I mean, we lost this game on the defense. Honestly, we did. I mean, I think it was just like in the beginning, they just were so quick about taking the points and stuff. But yeah, that is what it is. How long have I been streaming? I have 6 minutes to. Oh, no, never mind. I think I got it. Cool. That's kind of cool. Let's see. What's the word map like? Anyone playing against? Dude, honestly, this Eldar campaign is gonna kill this game. It's legitimately gonna kill this game. I'm not even kidding. Like, this game's gonna be dead because of this Eldar campaign. Maybe, I mean, it might, I'm not sure. Kind of have a feeling it will. Well, you know what, guys? I'm probably just gonna end the stream. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll see. Let's just try and get whatever. Because I know we're gonna get Eldar, and then they're just gonna, like, talk a lot of crap, so. But it's whatever. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I think you have to kind of, like, reserve your judgment, I think, for the new Star Wars trilogy until The Last Jedi, like, until you watch The Last Jedi, and then you'll just kind of, like, go from there, and then be like, oh yeah, like, The Last Jedi was a good movie. I could totally see them using the same director or the same guy to basically spearhead a new Star Wars trilogy, right? And I think they said in their announcement, like, oh yeah, the next Star Wars trilogy is going to be something, like, it's going to explore Star Wars lore that Star Wars has never explored before. And I mean, I don't know what that means. I'm a little bit afraid of that. I really am. And the reason why is because if it's like, it depends on how much tied down it is to, like, the actual Star Wars universe, like, background lore. Because I feel like what they want to do is they want to go and do something that's, like, completely, you know, like what I'm afraid is they're going to be introducing, like, new alien species, like, left and right, and they're not even going to fall back sometimes on, like, old alien species. Because I think, like, I'm not saying that they can't invent new species of aliens, but what I'm trying to say is that I think it's good to have that ground, right, that foundation, and say, okay, here's a Twi'lek, right, or here's a Rodian, or here's a Wookiee, or here's a Jawa, or here's, I'm trying to think of, like, all these other, like, Star Wars, like, species. And for some reason, like, all the Cathcars, I guess, right? You know what I mean? Like have it grounded in something. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Or here's a Mun. You know, here's an Emodian. Here's you know, have something. Do something like that. Right, where you're not completely pulling away from the Star Wars lore, right, or the Star Wars universe, because I genuinely feel like that's what they want to do. They just want to say, okay, hey, look, you know, it was fun working in the Star Wars trilogy, right, but let's go out and do our own Star Wars thing, right? And then they're just gonna add a bunch of, like, cute little porgs in, like, and that's what it's gonna be like. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? We'll see how much porgs are going to influence the new Star Wars film, if they do at all. I don't know. We'll see. And so another thing, I was watching this YouTuber, and she was, like, making fun of all the reaction videos that people have towards the new Star Wars film, towards the Star Wars trailers, and it was like, yeah, like, I totally get that, because, like, I watched the Star Wars trailer, and it's like, oh, we're playing Space Marine against Space Marine. Actually, I'm just gonna stop playing. I just want to finish this quote, this thought, and then I'll stop playing. But yeah, there was this thing about and she was all like, oh yeah, like, all these people are, like, they're just making a lot of the Star Wars, like, reactions. They're just making them up, and I feel like that's so true, because it's like I'm like a really big Star Wars fan, but I don't, like, gasp every time I see, like, Kylo Ren shooting a starship and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, whenever I see Kylo Ren in his TIE silencer, I'm not like, oh my gosh, like, my breath has been taken away. Like, it's the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh, Rey just, like, lit up her lightsaber. Oh my gosh, Luke Skywalker's in this film and he actually has lines. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like spazzing out or anything. I'm like, okay, like, this is kind of cool. Like, I'm not, like, overly excited or anything. Like, I'll wait until the movie comes down, but I'm not, like, jumping up and down. I'm not, like, crying. Like, some people are crying. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, okay, sure, I wasn't born in 1977. I wasn't born in, like, 1960s. I wasn't born in, like, the 1950s. So I wasn't, like, around when the original trilogy came out. But, like, damn, like, I'm still not crying. You know what I mean? And a lot of these people, too, I'm sure weren't even born when the original trilogy came out either. So, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not criticizing people for crying or, like, having these reactions, but I'm just saying some of these reactions, right, are, like, legitimately fake. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Hate me if you want to. Hate me if you want to. but I think some of these reactions are fake. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I might do some streaming on Star Wars: The Old Republic later on today. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Sorry we couldn't win a game today. Actually, we did win one game against LSM. So, but against Outer we just couldn't win. And we couldn't find a game for a while either. Like I was actually pretty surprised that we found a game against LSM before we found a game against Outer. I actually was. No lie, no lie, no lie, lie, lie. PvP is dead in this game too, by the way. RIP PvP. So sorry, so sad. I actually kind of enjoyed it, but it is what it is. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, I really appreciate it. Please, if you guys want to subscribe or leave a like or something, I don't know. But yeah. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.